How's it going, guys? It's Jack Bing here, and today I thought I'll bring you something a little bit different. This is basically a tour of my case because, like I said in the title, the most important thing, in my opinion, in photography and videography is being organized. You can open it, you know exactly what's in it, you can see if there's anything missing, you can throw it in out of your car, you can move it around. It's so important. It's completely invaluable to having. You can have all the gear in the world, but if you forget something and you don't have it on your shoot, it's useless. If you've got it all laid out nicely in a case, then you always know what you've got. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer one, but hopefully you guys find it interesting. I do the audio case as well as my camera case. So if you guys are interested in one more than the other, feel free to kind of skip over it, guys. But yeah, hopefully you guys like it. It's something a little bit different. And yeah, if you do, give it a little thumbs up and I'll see you after. Alright, so I thought I'd just kick off with the audio gear case. Firstly, this is a hard case. This one's a little bit of a cheaper one, Duratech. And with the audio gear, it's pretty simple, but basically with wireless audio gear, you've got transmitters and receivers. So the transmitters are the belt pack. You'll see this is labeled TX1. That's because we've got receiver 1, 2, 3, transmitter 1, 2, and 3. Label everything always. That is the, oh, that's a bit bright. That is the lesson of the day, is if you label things, then you know when things are missing, and you basically just, the whole thing's just, everything's easier. You can look at everything and you know what's there, and you know that transmitter 1 goes to receiver 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3. Now I've got it running into a H6 zoom here, which is really awesome. I'll turn it on here. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see or not, but it's got this great little screen that's got these channels on it here, so you can see how loud they are. You can actually mix it live while you're recording. You can choose which channels you want to actually use, and you just click the big record and stop, and it's awesome. There's a bit of wiring going underneath this to basically connect it all up, but it's pretty simple really. All your receivers, all your transmitters, it all goes into here, into an SD card. The only other thing that's in this case is a giant battery. This is a 20,000 milliamp hour battery. It's got 3 outputs, so it can actually charge all 3 of these or 2 of these and the zoom all at once. And I can just plug in the ones that I want to charge, click on, and it runs off the battery, which is awesome. This is, in my experience, the best way to do your audio gear because it's all here. You can pack it up, throw it in your car, and when you get there, you know you've got everything because you can look at it. And if there's a gap like this, you know you're missing transmitter number 2. And yeah, these are your little mics as well. All right, and moving on to the big case, the more exciting one, number 2 here. All right, I'll open her up. This is the camera case. Now, I've got to admit, there's a couple of things that I'm actually using to record this right now, like the microphone that fits in this microphone shaped slot, and the Sony a7R III, which is shooting this right now. So that's normally there. I'll get some shots of it in there so you can see. But basically, this is how this all works. Same kind of thing. It's about being super organized, labeling things, knowing where everything is. So if you can see there's gaps, I know that I'm missing my 24 to 70 2.8, my microphone, and my Sony body. So whatever's missing, you know it's there. And if there's nothing missing, you know you can throw it in your car and you've got absolutely everything you need. So firstly, what I'll show you over here, 2 GoPros, GoPro Hero 6s. Again, labeled 1 and 2, and inside these will be SD cards labeled SD card 1, SD card 2, so you always know which one's which. And when you're putting your footage together at the end, you'll be thankful that you've got those SD cards labeled because you'll know which one was where. This is the Joby GorillaPod. You've probably seen this if you have any interest in vlogging and that kind of thing. Super handy, so versatile. Just throw it out and put stuff anywhere you want. Underneath that, I use this Dead Cat for the microphone when it's windy. There it is there. So handy. And then even underneath that, if you could see in there, there's just some other little bits and pieces, GoPro mounts, things like that. So that's a really good start. We've got this little guy here. This is just a little phone holder made by Manfrotto. And then right over the side here, this is a SD card holder that can hold micro SDs, regular SDs, CF cards, heaps of everything. And again, you can see bit of fancy labeling there so you know what is there, what's missing, what you're using, and it just makes things so much easier. And also this is like pretty shockproof and dustproof as well, so these little cases are really handy, super cheap. If you're using SD cards at any level, I recommend you get yourself one of these. Over here we've got just a couple little cleaning things for the lens and for the sensor. Batteries. Now, this is actually really interesting. If you have a look here, I'll try and bring it a bit closer for you. I put the batteries in the case in a very specific way. And you can see that this one is, you can't see anything here. This one you can kind of see the little terminals. That tells me that this one here is flat. So I've been out on a shoot recently and this one's flat, this one's not. So that when I see that one of them's flipped over, I know when I get back I need to put it straight on the charge, and straight after this I will put this on the charge because it's flat and needs to be charged. So yeah, that battery little trick there, and little tricks like labeling and doing that is what makes the difference, I think, really in knowing what gear you've got, saving time, in the end just being more organized with all your shoots. This is my 50mm 1.4. There you go, that's the Sony 50mm 1.4. This is 85mm 1.4, which is really awesome. This is my favorite lens ever. And the lens that usually lives right here is the Sony 24-70 2.8 that is on the camera right now. It's so versatile, it's awesome, and I pretty much use it 90% of the time if I haven't got this 85 on. The 50 doesn't get used as much as I wish it did, to be honest. So, don't know, maybe I'd go something wider if I was to do that again. But, like I said, having things organized, labeled, is the #1 most important thing at whatever level you're at as a videographer. You don't have to necessarily put it in a hard case like this. This one's a Pelican 1550, but I do recommend that you have it in a backpack or a case or something where you can open it up, see what's there and what's missing, and take it and know what's there for whatever job it is that you're doing. So yeah, like I said, the case, just so important to have, and also yeah, it can definitely be a backpack or anything, but the main thing is that you can see what you've got in front of you and you know what's there. Can't stress enough how important that is in my experience in doing anything to do with videography and photography. So yeah, protection and automation, most important things. Hopefully you guys liked that. If you did, give it a thumbs up, guys. That helps me out with the kind of algorithm, I'm pretty sure, at least anyway, and more people are going to see the video. And yeah, subscribe, join the fam, guys. Get on board and bring out a video like this at least once a week, often more. I think you've actually got 2, maybe 3 this week. And I've got a couple of other ideas how we're going to kind of do a few more things coming up soon. So yeah, get on board, click the subscribe button, guys, and I will see you in the next video. I don't know why I did that. I never do the hand thing. I watch too many other people. See ya.